This coronavirus has gotten everybody scared, man. All offices are closed. Everybody's working from home. The kids are home, online classes, the whole shebang. The first week, I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. But from the second week, it's a little too much, don't you think? So I've decided to work from home even on Saturday and Sunday now, just to hide in my office room. I mean, there is something called proximity breeds contempt, right? See, the other day I was watching news. There's this huge cruise ship on which a couple on their honeymoon were stuck for 14 days because of quarantine, because they found a corona case on the cruise ship. So they were interviewing this couple as they're coming out after the quarantine. And the guy goes, I didn't know what to do, man. They gave me food, they gave me drinks, but I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, dude, you're on your honeymoon. They're giving you free food. They're asking you to stay in the room with your wife. And they're giving you free drinks. And you didn't know what to do. Then coronavirus is the least of your problems. And did you guys hear that coronavirus is actually a biological weapon made by China, to get back to the world and kill people? That's crazy, man. If that is true, did you guys also know that the coronavirus mortality rate is less than 2%? The only thing that proves is that this is another thing made in China that just doesn't work. And the Canadian Prime Minister's wife was tested positive for coronavirus. She's recovering, don't worry. But the Canadian Prime Minister tested negative. Doesn't that say something about their sex life? And you know what else Canada is doing? Every prime minister, every president is under peer pressure to do something, even if they don't have the problem. The Canadian Prime Minister is closing the borders of Canada. I'm like, of all the countries, Canada is closing the borders? And then they make an exception for the United States border. I'm like, who the hell else you've got borders with? We are the only neighbor you got. If you're closing your northern border, the only people you're going to stop are Santa Claus, elves, and a few reindeers. It's crazy, man. Everybody wants to do something. In these testing times, we need a strong president, right? But American people always elect somebody because they want to have a president they can have a beer with. I mean, we're either overestimating the powers of the beer or we are underestimating what a president has to do in Oval Office, right? But do you know who I would love to have a beer with? Is Bernie Sanders. He would go, how come all the bubbles in the glass are bubbling to the top 2%? I want to redistribute all the bubbles to the rest of the glass. I mean, this guy has 3 points, and he would use those 3 points no matter what question you would ask him. Senator Sanders, what are you going to do about the coronavirus? It's like, we are the only nation on this planet who doesn't have universal health care. We have a pathological liar in the White House. Sir, that's not the question. What are you going to do for the coronavirus? We just don't seem to have even enough doctors. I'm going to make the vaccination free for all. Sir, we don't have a vaccine yet. We don't even have enough doctors to make the vaccine. I'm going to make free education for all doctors so we can make more doctors. I mean, for everything, his solution is the same. But we need a solution now, right? I mean, this is why Trump, on the other hand, appears so confident, even if he doesn't even have any idea what the hell is going on. And he forgets the name of the virus sometimes. Oh, this Chinese virus. I mean, he called it Chinese virus the other day. And then, why he appears so strong as a president? because he surrounds himself with a bunch of kindergarten kids behind him. Ben Carson, Vice President Pence, and Tony Fauci, who's like 3 feet tall. So he puts people around him to make him look stronger. And when he doesn't know the answer to a question, he'll just blurt out something. The other day, I think Peter Alexander was asking him a question. Americans looking at this today are scared. What do you say to the Americans at home watching televisions and scared? And he doesn't know what to say, so he says, I'm going to tell them that you're a bad reporter. What the hell does that have to do with my question? Right? It's crazy, man. Everybody is going crazy. You know, all the classes are online. So we have our beloved yoga instructor, Om. His name is Om, really. I'm not making this up, right? He said, let's have online yoga classes. So, okay, everything is online, right? College is online, school is online. Why not yoga online? Okay? So we said, okay, fine. But online, we were doing this Google Hangouts thingy. He has to explain everything in a little more detail because we can't really see what's going on sometimes and we need to hear. So he goes, put your left leg on your right knee and then you'll see a triangular hole in between your legs. I'm like, whoa, hold on. What kind of a class is this? Is this an anatomy class? And then always, right? He says, squeeze your gluteus maximus and then take a deep breath. Like, why the deep breathing exercise has to be right after gluteus maximus? Can we separate them by a couple of minutes, please? You know, but in the online classes, it's not a problem anymore. Because all you have to do before squeezing your gluteus maximus is to mute the Google Hangouts so nobody can hear anything. That's all you have to do. All right, guys. I know coronavirus is a serious thing. I'm not supposed to make fun of it. But sometimes it's good to laugh at things that we are afraid of, right? So be safe, wash your hand, maintain social distancing, and enjoy the time with your families. Good night.